are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Gets through and now an opening. 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this will make it into the end zone. 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes
better.
It's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Herbert. Ball going deep here for Tanner. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Bo Scarborough. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 65 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Conventional wisdom tells runners to work north and south and get upfield, but he was hoping he could win the race to the pylon. Excellent job of pursuit there by the defense, and they wound up knocking him backwards.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Maurice Hurst coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
A 27-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space.
Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, trying to get in the sight line, trying to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Badgley's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than dealing with him again on a likely carry on this down.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Carr now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Raiders 14. Chargers 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the...
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Jonathan Abram picks it. Those INTs all sting. When you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Jordan with a pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it. Because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At the 46-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lift your wings at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Setting up to throw on first down. Caught left side, Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. Kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded in the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down by Trevor.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And the Raiders have got him.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to the 25. The ball carrier. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones, and he will get in across across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 28. Chargers 20.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Las Vegas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr now on first down. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
23.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Richie James on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A big spot for the rookie Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man is tapped. He's got it. He wants the football. The Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And they get it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. From the gun, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Herbert. His 3rd interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The play. And it's 3rd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's 3rd down.
To go.
Herbert now. And Allen's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Stay loose. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd and 4.
It's Eckler again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you. So for Las Vegas, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3.